from Oracle Park in San Francisco. An NL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the San Francisco Giants. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Singy, this might be my favorite ballpark in the game.
Just looking out over the bay, seeing the boats in the water. Beautiful ballpark, a great atmosphere. Don't get it twisted. San Francisco Giants fans, bring it.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, number 67. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
The curve drops in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract. Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Mookie Betts, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
He got away with 1 there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
One out, base is empty. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that one fouled off.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The pitch. That's down and in. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 run across to the frame so far, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. In the air to left center. And there's 2 down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Will Smith.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus. Batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit, because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
Freddie Freeman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Next pitch is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
And another ball. And down on strikes he goes, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And we're back. Starting on the mound in this one, Bobby Miller. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Thairo Estrada to the plate. The pitch. And that one pulled foul. Ball one there. Hit on the ground to the right side. Freeman steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Austin Slater stands in.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Off the mark there. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over, nobody getting loose out in the pen, so a little consultation. And now it's Wilmer Flores. That one is absolutely belted. It one-hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, there's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first, thanks to the three-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
That catches the top part of the zone, and the count is 0-2. The Dodgers up by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Got him looking. That ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco, and it remains 1-0. Here in San Francisco, all set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Swing and a miss.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Chris Taylor now. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it hits the fence. Taylor into second, and he's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And now James Outman.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And a foul ball.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Strike 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
0-1's the count.
Taylor stands at second with 2 gone. In there at the knees for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Giants nothing. Back here at Oracle Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
The right-hander back to work. Yastrzemski, 33 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Lamont Wade Jr. stands in now and watches strike one. Now the count is even. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Fastball for a strike. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue, you better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Marco Luciano now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Two outs. Line drive, base hit.
The catcher, Shaw.
2 outs, runner at first. So here's Murphy now. Splits the plate, strike one. The Giants trailing by a run, bottom half of inning number 2. That one backed up the middle and it gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Just kept it simple. Jake Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Hard hit, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline. He's saved. It's 1-1.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman. That one out to right. Taylor under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Gavin Lux. And a pitch. And that is in for a strike. Going 1.
0-1's the count.
Check swing. Now an appeal to third. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. Kicks and fires. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
In the air, left field. Slater gets under it. Puts it away for the out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He was a strikeout victim his first time. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1.
Well, Boog, with Ohtani on the mound today, you think about how big of a star he's become in the U.S., but his dog, Decoy, stole the show away from his master when he was being awarded his second MVP. It's just so darn cute.
Here's Mookie Betts now. He's already homered in this game. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just stop.
This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Throw is high and over his head. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next for L.A., Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Man on second, 2 down. Not even close there. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Line drive, and there's a hit. Flying around third is Betts. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 2-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And a good eye there. Next offering upstairs. Foul ball there. That's outside, and it's a full count.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Liner, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Max Muncy at the dish.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. And the curve is down and in. Breaking ball through there for a strike. And that just misses.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Chris Taylor up next for the Dodgers. Hernandez on second. Freeman on at first with 2 down. And there's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Doubled his first time up. There's the strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Next offering upstairs. And another ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The pitch. On the ground to third. Base hit. One run is in. A second scores as well. Up by 3. It's 4-1.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now here is James Outman. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one missing low. Down the middle for a strike. Now 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Giants 1. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Austin Slater.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Miller back to work. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Bounce to the left side. Gathers and throws to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning.
First baseman, Wilmer Flores.
And here is Wilmer Flores. Doubled in his first AB. Yeah, there's a ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Center field under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
The right fielder, number 2. Jorge.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Jorge Soler struck out looking at his first at bat. Out to center. On the move. Hauls it in to end the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Here comes a pitch. And that one is in for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already. So I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now. So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 1 gone in the 4th. as they get the leadoff man. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 67 out of the game, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Now on the bump, Tristan Beck.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
Now here is Gavin Lux. Fly to left his first time. 0-1.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a bouncer, Flores. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now that designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And that ball is out of here. A massive home run. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's Mookie Betts. He's already homered here in this one. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sizes this one up. And that is that. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 5-1. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now, Mike Yastrzemski. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Just missed. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. And it's fouled away. One, two now. And the slider just misses. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. You set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Wade in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That one the other way. Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for San Francisco, Marco Luciano. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Gets through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's Tom Murphy, and he's already singled in this game. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Luciano, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the Giants leave 1. They're down here 5-1. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. The wind of the pitch. Beck, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. And a pitch. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle. Throws to first in time, and Hernandez is out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
That one ripped. Just shy of the wall.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
1 home run shy of 200 for his career. And first offering is fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That
1 ball,
missed.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're up 5-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And digging in for San Francisco, Nick Ahmed. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. When you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Back to the top of the lineup, Thairo Estrada, the next Giant to hit. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Right-hander kick steals. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Slater into box again, takes a strike. The Dodgers leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. There's a swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Wouldn't chase that time. The pitch. The punch out there. 2 down.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner off, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Flores stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
In the air, right side, and makes the grab. And that is that. 1 left for San Francisco. They're down 5-1. Back here at Oracle Park, and now the right fielder, Chris Taylor. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers right through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
On the ground to third. Sends it to Flores. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the center fielder, James.
And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat. Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Will Smith. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Slater raging back towards the wall. Into the bleachers and gone. An absolute smash to left. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add a run. It's 6-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Lux in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ripped to right, base hit.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So the batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 0-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here's Mookie now. And that's through there for a strike.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
The 0-1. Line to left. Slater makes the grab, and that's the inning. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in San Francisco, digging in, Jorge Soler.
The right fielder, Jorge Soler.
The wide to kick the pitch. That one down the line. Zips it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Popped up. They got it for out number 2.
Up next is Giants. The designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Two down, nobody on. Ripped on a line. And that ends the inning. Giants down in order. They trail it 6-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
71.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging.
So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 3. And here it comes. That misses. Ball 1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Number 74 getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. The other way, and a base hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Muncy, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. And now the 0-1. On the ground, could be 2. To second, that's
He's
1.
out.
Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th, now Marco Luciano.
Marco Luciano.
And he deals. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
No, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Tom Murphy, the next Giant to hit. And that's in there for strike 1.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
This ball's chopped to the ground. And foul ball. Just missing there. And it's 1-2. Ripped to the right center. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now it's going to be Nick Ahmed. Slice to right. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Around third. The relay. And he's in there as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that knock was all about his approach and that willingness to just let the ball get deep on it.
To the leadoff spot of the Giants lineup. Thairo Estrada, the next Giant to hit. That one in triple digits. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Slater in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs and a runner at third. Near the bottom of the 7th. That misses. 1-2 to count. And downstairs.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Kicks and deals. That one misses, and the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that one is lifted in the air. A dive, and he can't haul it in. falls into third safely, and a run comes in to score.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Punched that ball down the opposite field line, just barely able to keep it fair, but once it dropped in, he was off and racing for the triple.
It appears. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Ryan Yarbrough. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And the batter now, Wilmer Flores. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hernandez ranging after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Giants. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 74.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The right fielder, number 3, Chris Taylor.
The pitch. Just a weak fly ball this time. On his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Then there's 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And next for L.A., James Outman.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that one hit to first. And that's just foul. 1 down, base is empty. That clips the zone, and the count is 0-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Taylor Rogers, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Jackson also getting ready. The 0-2. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
And another ball. 1 out, base is empty. Got it. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
The batter, the catcher.
Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Berg, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
So up next, Gavin Lux. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one in the air center field. Yastrzemski makes the catch, inning over. 1 left for L.A. as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Giants, Jorge Soler.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And that one fouled off. Yarborough, a 6'5" lefty, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, 2 now. In the air, out towards left center. And it's caught for the out.
The center fielder, number 5.
Mike Yastrzemski up here.
Yastrzemski.
Hit in the air, left field. Hernandez right there to make the grab. And there are 2 down.
The batter, the designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's Wade now. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Line drive. And there's a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
The batter.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
A little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
And the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And now the lefty comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Giants trailing by 3 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Bounce it off, still 1-2. The pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's the 3rd out, inning over. So the Giants lead 1, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Luke Jackson.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. And that's in for a strike. Rocketed out towards right center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now it's Mookie Betts. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And fires in a fastball at 95. The pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. You're at the top of the 9th. Goes down looking. So 2 down now, and here is Teoscar Hernandez. And that one fouled off. 0-1. Out to short. Luciano fires over to first, and Hernandez is out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 8-9-1 2 up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Giants 3. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Here's the catcher, Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy.
As the lefty gets to work. There's the strike. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. The pitch. That's to third. Throw on to Freeman, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
The third baseman, Nick Ahmed.
Now the third baseman, Nick Ahmed. 3 for 3. He's got a pair of singles and a triple. Hit softly on the ground to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Thairo Estrada. Right through there for a strike. Man at first, one away. High fly ball out to center field. Drops into the glove.
Now batting, the left fielder, Austin.
1 out left for the Giants. And up next for the Giants, Austin Slater. That one lifted to left. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers add another to their winning streak.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.